So this is going to be a quick video review of a book. I am also doing a video review on the viewers of this video will have to, if they cannot read or understand English, they will have to click on the subtitles, but they click on the subtitles in the video and it should translate everything I'm saying into their language, or the Chinese language, or African. I don't know if there's an African dialect, but it could do that, and I will try and be as clear as I can so it translates clearly into the video. But this is a book about the discovery of the American continent. So this is South America, North America, Canada, and Mexico. So this was discovered by Spain in the 1500s, and this is a historian that writes about the region, particularly the Mexico region right here, and some of the details on what they found, the properties, people, cultures, and kind of just a history about it. And I'm doing another video review, and it actually talks about some African and Asian medicinal water or water sources. So I figured, because it also talks about the same type of healing holistic waters in Mexico, which aren't as good quality, but they have the same properties. But it does talk about some medicinal waters in Africa and Asia. I know a lot of studies and a lot of people in that continent, in those regions, will say, yeah, we know this. I mean, there's a lot of medicinal properties in a lot of places around the world, but there's still a lot of skeptics on the properties of water. I mean, I know salt springs or heated spas, natural springs, are known to have health benefits, and natural springs also have health benefits. So this book talks about that in the African and Asian region, and it's not just normal water that I assume he's talking about. This is very highly medicinal waters. Like in this book, I will show you. So in this chapter, it is chapter 10, descriptions of some lagoons and fountains in New Spain. So that's Mexico. He's talking about the Mexico region. So he's saying right here, the sources of, I'll call it Mexico. The sources of water in Mexico, although they do not have such wonderful properties of those of the ancient waters that I translated this book. So that is obviously a typo. That's supposed to be waters. They do not have such wonderful properties of some of those ancient waters of Asia or Africa. However, many of them in Mexico are of great abundance and of origins, and some of the waters so pure, so thin and pure, that they corrupt those who drink it. And there are others so hot that if you put an animal in it, it comes out cooked. So a lot of hot water and a lot of medicinal water in Mexico, but not as much as in Africa and Asia. So that's kind of the purpose on why I made this video. So maybe those in Africa or Asia could study on what medicinal waters this author, this historian, is talking about in those regions, and maybe source them for medicinal purpose, like this waters in Mexico have been here. But it also talks about there's a fountain in the province of Michoacan. So that's near, it's like central Mexico, coastline Mexico. So there's a fountain in that area that comes out next to a rock that night and day has very great heat, and it is so healthy that those who wash in it, if they are boasted, they are detolled and their sorrows healed. In this one spring, a man so sick was healed within 8 days. that there was no man who dared to reach him. So some of the translations are hard to understand because this is from Old Spanish, so it's in a different dialect, but I'll try my hardest to explain it. And there's another near this that is born in plain and is wider than a large pool. It has the same property. So there's healing waters and medicinal waters in Mexico and also in Africa and Asia. So that's interesting. So maybe further studies and ventures can be made on what type of water, where they are, and what this author is talking about. There's also some other things about this book and this region that talks about medicinal benefits of Mexico, of this new discovery. One, there was actually a video done by an Asian YouTuber which actually did a fruit review on the tuna fruit, which is the cactus fruit from Mexico. And he was just describing how it's really sweet and juicy and good, but there's also a lot of health benefits to this, such as it's very harmful, so it prevents sickness, common sickness, stomach colds, and stuff like that. So, and the red ones, if you eat them, it has the same property, but it makes your pee, your urine, red. So it's not a bad thing, it just makes your urine red. So I figured I would show this as another one of the medicinal fruits of this region, and information from this book. So maybe the viewers could research on what medicinal waters he was talking about. And if they see this fruit, a cactus fruit, prickly pear, they could also try it. It's really good. It's sweet. It's like a kiwi, melon, cantaloupe. Very sugary, honey-like. It's like an orange. You cut it, peel it, and there's a fruit inside. And you eat the whole thing, seeds and everything. You don't spit out the seeds. So, pretty interesting. I figured I'd do a video for, so this is what it looks like when it's ripe. This doesn't mean it's rotten. That's kind of a sign that it is ripe. The fruit starts here, so this is a cavity. There's nothing in there. That's why it kind of does it like that. But this fruit's perfectly good. Yeah, you let it set on the counter for a few days, like any other fruit, like a banana, and it starts turning yellow, a little yellow, and it's ready to eat. When it's not ripe, it's green. You see how green this guy is. So this has another day or two before it can be eaten. But after that, you could eat them. So, medicinal waters in Africa and Asia. I don't know where. The book doesn't refer to where. There's water. So in the Mexican region, it talks about bathing water, both as medicinal, and drinking water as medicinal. So I would assume in Asia or Africa, there's the same type of water. There's drinkable medicinal water and bathable medicinal water. So hopefully the video could translate most of what I said. If not, the book is called The Chronicles of New Spain by Francisco Cervantes, and that is in English. I translated this whole book from the Spanish to English. So the Spanish name of this book, if there's viewers out there that speak Spanish, is called Crónica de la Nueva España by Francisco Cervantes. So it's the Chronicles mean just the history of, means the history. So the history of New Spain, the history of Mexico, the history of the Americas. So figured I'd add that. There's some other things about this book that are probably maybe be interesting to certain readers, but I figured the medicinal and health benefits of certain things described in this book would be more important than other topics. So I figured I'd do a quick video and see what some people think on this topic. Well, I will get back with a full video on a review of this book with some more details, but this is just a quick video on on what I came across. So, awesome. Thanks for watching, and like I said, you can find more details on this online. Awesome. I'll be back with another video.